Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This morning we give you a piece of breaking news from CCN. Kristen Stewart to play Princess Diana. Who would play Meghan Markle? Today reported that actress Kristen Stewart would play the late Princess Diana in Pablo Lorena Spencer. Stewart is a nice fit for the role, but if they ever make a Hollywood movie about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who would play the Duchess of Sussex? Before, in Spencer, Kristen Stewart would depict Princess Diana on a Christmas holiday as she decides to leave her husband, Prince Charles. That's an apt role, as Kristen Stewart knows a thing or two dating Hollywood royalty. Stewart dated Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson for around 4 years. Stewart subsequently noted that she would have been open to the idea of marrying him. Much like Princess Diana, Stewart was not afraid to follow her heart. She's since come out of the closet, dating girlfriend Dylan Meyer. Both women struggled through mental health issues. Stewart told Elle, "I went through so much stress and periods of strife. I would have panic attacks, literally always had a stomachache." Meanwhile, Princess Diana struggled with bulimia. As she explained in a BBC interview, "You inflict it upon yourself because your self-esteem is at a low EBB, and don't think you're worthy or valuable. You fill your stomach up 4 or 5 times a day, some do it more, and it gives you a feeling of comfort." Both women fought through mental anguish. They both left relationships that seemed perfect, and both women are generally respected and admired for their character. But what about the current royals? If the British tabloids are to be believed, then Meghan Markle would undoubtedly try to play herself. A prominent role in a Hollywood movie? She would fight tooth and nail to get booked. She's painted as a ruthless social climber that married Prince Harry to boost her career. If she didn't play herself, there's no shortage of actresses to fit the bill, at least based on her personality. But what about Stacey Dash? After rising to fame from Clueless, Dash's acting career mostly sputtered out. But that's not the likeness Dash shares with the former Suits actress. Despite differing political opinions, both women have been accused of abusive behavior. Dash was arrested on domestic abuse charges. To our knowledge, Meghan Markle has never physically abused Prince Harry, but many accuse her of causing him mental anguish by forcing a move to Los Angeles. Could Megan Fox fit the bill? Much like Meghan Markle, she's light on talent but keen on fame. After splitting with husband Brian Austin Green, she was quickly seen smooching second-rate rapper Machine Gun Kelly. Many see it as a desperate attempt to cling to fame, which could be a similar path for Meghan Markle if she ever ditched Harry. How about Kim Kardashian? Sure, Kim isn't a great actress, but apparently Meghan Markle isn't either. On top of that similarity, they're social climbers of the highest degree. Kim went from cleaning Paris Hilton's closets to marrying Kanye West to becoming one of the most undeservedly famous people on earth. There have been several Lifetime movies already made about the Sussexes, but most of Hollywood is still waiting to see how their relationship will unfold. If a real film ever comes to fruition, the casting call will be a delight. Meanwhile, also according to CCN, Meghan Markle could have been a huge royal success, but her selfish attitude held her back. I know it seems like a long time ago, but how many of you remember when royal fans and followers were excited about the prospect of Meghan Markle becoming part of the royal family? I know I was. She initially seemed like she'd be a real breath of fresh air. I had high hopes that we'd see 2 strong, elegant women at the head of the royal family for years to come in Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton. They were both very different, but would complement each other. But alas, one wasn't up for the task. Meghan Markle. Speaking ahead of the release of her upcoming book, Lady Colin Campbell confirms the enthusiasm that the royals had for Meghan. But after that, also according to Lady Campbell, it wasn't long before the enthusiasm that the royal family felt for Meghan Markle started to fade. Not only was there growing discontent between the scenes, but it seems the issues began as early as 4 days after Harry and Meghan got married. At Prince Charles' 70th birthday garden party, no less, considering Meghan Markle had just lived every little girl's dream by getting married in a fairy tale wedding costing $40 million, to which she contributed absolutely nothing. You'd hope that she didn't instigate the incident at her father-in-law's birthday party. Sadly, the wedding was to signal the turning point for Meghan Markle. No sooner had Meghan Markle gotten out of her $480,000 wedding dress did we start to hear rumblings of discontent. The turnover of staff that the Sussex have experienced is quite frankly ridiculous. It's easy to blame the staff members for quitting, but when you look at the big picture, there are two constants in the equation. And one of those constants had a perfectly fine relationship with royal aides and staff for most of his life. Things went south when Meghan came into the picture. Some of the stories that document her spoiled brat-like attitude are embarrassing, quite honestly. I know her fans won't like hearing that, but it's the truth. Finally, Meghan simply wasn't up for the task. She had no intention of giving royal life a go. It was apparent from early on that Meghan Markle had no real intention of giving royal life a proper go. She, in my opinion, recognized quickly that she wasn't up for the task. She was also brought back down to earth with a bump after her wedding day when she quickly realized that not every day involved wearing expensive dresses and riding around in a golden carriage. Plan B is very much in place, where Meghan believes she can exploit the class and respect that the British royal family name commands in the US. This option is already failing, because while the royal family name is associated with dignity and class, Meghan Markle as an individual is not. Meanwhile, in other news, it is reported that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, also wants to live outside of the UK like Meghan Markle. What? This is a joke, right? Because Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, is from Great Britain, so she is in her home country, married to the love of her life with 3 happy kids, doing work she likes on most days. Is Meghan making it look like life on the run is so much fun? Couch surfing in Canada doesn't compare to living in one's own home. Or is it the fabulous pool at Tyler Perry's home that makes one ask if Catherine is going to go rogue and tell William she's had enough of the toxic royals and the press and head on out to Hollywood too? Sorry, if I'm poking fun at this question, it's funny. Meghan doesn't make it seem like she likes her life a whole bunch. She doesn't appear content and settled or happy. Catherine seems content and happy with her life. She has a place to stay in the city, Kensington Palace, and a place in the country, Anmer Hall, near the Sandringham estate of the Queen. Prince William and Catherine have roots in the UK. They both have family there, and it's where they want their children to grow up. They enjoy the company of a close group of friends. Right now, Prince William will begin stepping up his royal duties again, just as he was doing before the pandemic shut everyone inside. Catherine will show up once her school children have finished school, hopefully soon, because I love seeing her out and about. Catherine looks thrilled to see all kinds of people. She studies up on her patronages, is proud of her contributions like the Back to Nature garden at the Chelsea Flower Show last year. I think Catherine and William look truly in love, besotted. Harry and Meghan? Seriously? Meghan kept that adoring stare, which seemed to scream, "I'm super hungry and want to eat your face," literally, smoldering in Harry's direction. But she also tried that look on Prince William. Seems William is a satisfied and happy man, not searching for trouble. Which brings me to another very real question. How happy is Harry in Perry's house, along with Meghan, Doria, and Marcus? How strange is that configuration? Meghan seems to like that lifestyle, but I doubt Catherine would bring a boyfriend and her mum, Carol, into Anmer Hall to live with Prince William and the kids. If that's what life on the outside is, Catherine would take a huge pass. Catherine comes from a stable home, and Meghan doesn't. Meghan was with Doria's side of the family for years, and she also visited with Samantha Markle and was devoted to her dad, Thomas, until she ghosted him for a walk down the light, fantastic with dear Prince Charles. Well, he was going to be funding her life forever, so why not ask that man to do the honors? Though I don't think he got the memo on paying for Meghan's inactivity into perpetuity. Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, knew being a civil servant is what a royal is. Yes, Catherine understood, and it seems Prince Charles is lopsided in his funding of Prince William and just Harry. Just Harry gets most of the cash, and they are bleeding Charles, while Cambridge family, in all their loveliness and sense of loyalty, duty, and kindness, get a much slimmer amount. Shame that the ones lying around in a random house in Hollywood have to be handed Prince Charles money. Wonder how much Camilla loves that. William? Catherine would much rather have her dignity and reputation intact. Wait, didn't Meghan say she had to drop her bestie's friend Jessica Moroni this week because she had to preserve her dignity and reputation? Look at the two duchesses side by side. One is a working royal, actively raising 3 children, a civil servant, as Meghan called her royal work, and the other enjoying the company of several loves in her life and letting her cares just drift away in the California sunshine while the nanny and Doria help with Archie's demands. Let the English rose to remain in Britain? Do you agree with me? Please let me know in the comment section below and we'll discuss it. And remember to like and share my video for anyone you think needs it. Also for subscribing to my channel to not miss any new videos by our team. Now, have a nice day and see you in the next videos. Bye!